Hey movers and shakers, welcome to another exciting episode of the 7-Figure Moving Academy. So we're going to be talking about how to do accurate moving estimates so you don't lose money. All right, because that's the whole purpose of doing an estimate, is doing an estimate that the customer's happy with, but you make the most amount of profit. But the problem is with especially with many of you new and small movers, you do not know how to do an accurate hourly move. Some of you have asked me, Jay, I don't know. I know what my price is, but I don't know how much I should actually be quoting for the hourly figure. So we're going to go over, I'm going to show you a couple of graphs, and hopefully this will really clarify how many hours it should take you to do a move. All right, so let's get into it. So the hourly average to load a moving truck is a 26-foot moving truck or any kind of truck, and this includes wrapping, house protection, inventory, etc. The average it should take is 500 pounds per person, right? So 500 pounds per person to load a truck. So if you have 3 people, it should be $1,500. Well, that's just silly, isn't it? There you go. 3 people at 1,500 pounds. All right, so there you go. That's how much it takes to load a truck for one guy. So one guy should be able to load 500 pounds per hour, right? And then you just times that for how many guys you have. So let's take a look at it, right? So here we are, right? We're at 500 pounds. That's your middle point. That's your average. You go out here, that's right, and you go here. This is your slowest, right? And this is your fastest, right? So there you go. So if it's 500, you want to be able to load more. You got 650, 600, let's say 700, right? Now, typically, you're not going to get people to do more than 600 to 700 pounds per person. I mean, that's if these guys are really well trained. They know what they're doing. They've done it many, many times. That, that's, you can push it up to 600 here if you're lucky, right? But down the slower is 400 pounds, 300 pounds. Now, typically, if you're hiring an untrained crew that doesn't know what they're doing, they're kind of untrained, they're inexperienced, you're going to get them doing around 400 pounds per person, right? So if you got an 8,000 pound home, right, you estimate the home is 8,000 pounds, right? You got 3 guys on it. You're going to do 8,000 by 1,500, right? So divide by 1,500, right? And your total is going to be roughly around 4 or 5 hours to load a truck, right? So if you got 3 guys, it should take you, using this figure, around 4 or 5 hours to load. Okay? Now, that's to load. So if you got an 8,000 pound, which is a typical 3-bedroom house that could go into one 26-foot truck, 8,000 pounds should take you 4 or 5 hours to load a truck with 3 people. Now, if you add another person, obviously that's going to lessen the amount of time. If you take one away, that's going to increase the time. So that's basically your formula, right? I like you. I love you. Go and do something great today. Hey guys, just got done doing a video, and as you can see, I'm in my studio, and I really wanted to talk to you about you joining the 7-Figure Moving Academy membership group. Now, this membership group is small, and has its own unique place that is set up where we can discuss business and we can have a great time, just you and me and some of your fellow members here. Now, this is a paid group. I do have a free Facebook group, which you're more than welcome to go and check. There is a description, a link in the description of almost every single video I do on YouTube. And you're more than welcome to join that and get some good information. But if you want the stuff that I don't talk about on that Facebook group, and if you want the good stuff that's going to actually set you up to the next level, then you want to join the 7-Figure Moving Academy membership group. It is only $49 a month. But it's going to give you a lot of great information, and I'm going to you're going to have access to documents and sales patterns and information, as well as different free courses just specifically for you members, your face, that is not available to the public at all. And there are some paid stuff that you will have to pay even if you're a member, but there's some really good stuff that I do not do. Plus, I do offer free, you can get a hold of me free when you're on that Facebook Membership Academy membership group. You'll have free access to a DM, so you can DM me and email me and talk to me personally, as well as all sorts of great advice from a bunch of other members that are in the group. Plus, we are looking for subgroup people. So if you want to run a subgroup for your area, you have the access to do that. So you can actually create your own membership or your own subgroup to help you out to make more leads, more sales, etc. So it's a really good group. I really ask that you take a look at it. There is no free trial time, so it's you either in or you're out. And if you want to invest in yourself, then this is your chance to invest in yourself and actually make more money. Because quite honestly, if you're not willing to invest in yourself, willing to invest in your business, then you're really not a business owner. And I really suggest you just go to the free group until you're up to the point where you actually get the mindset, hey, let's actually take this to the next level. And that's the guys I'm really wanting into the membership group. So if that's you, come to the 7-Figure Moving Academy membership. You should be seeing a link down here at the bottom or somewhere around in this video. And I hope to see you in that group. Now, it's going to be a little bit different, right? When you do an unload. So how long is it going to, how many pounds should it take for one thing? It should take 750 pounds per person to unload a truck. It takes a lot less effort to unload. It's a lot faster because you're not doing, you're not doing assembly. You might be doing assembly, but you're not doing disassembly of everything. You're not packing. It's easier to take pads off. It's, so on and so forth. But you still have to protect the home when you're doing it. You still have to do a lot of things. But it should be able to do 50. So 750 is going to be your midpoint. Again, your fastest here, your slowest down here, right? You're going to have, they're really, really quick and they know what they're doing, you might get them to do 850, right? 950 is, that's very hard to do. But you can get some of these list guys that can do between 850 to 950 pounds per person because they just know how to do it. They'll grab a whole thing, they'll put it on their back. Slower, you're going to go 650, 550, right? Again, with an inexperienced crew, untrained, you're probably going to get around 650, maybe even 600 pounds per person, right? So again, we take our figure of 8,000 pounds, right? We're going to divide it by 3 people. So 3 people with 750, that's going to be 2,200 pounds. So divide that by 2,200 pounds. And again, you're looking at about 3 to 4 hours to unload a truck. So now it took us 4 to 5 hours. We're going to say 5, right? We're going to go 4 hours. There's 9 hours to load and unload a truck. So there you go. This does not include drive time. So you would have to add drive time into that figure. You would have to, if it's a half hour away, you're going to have to do it. So you're looking at, let's say you're going to round up, you got a half hour drive. It's going to take you 10 hours to do the job. Now, one thing I would recommend is that you add a buffer, because you're might run into things that you're not aware of, or something goes wrong, or something's just not gelling right. So you're going to want to put a 7 to 10% on top of that. So another thing, you're looking at 11 hours. So if you want to do this, you want to quote this job at 11 hours using the industry standard. So there you go. That's how you would estimate accurately the truckload hourly figure for a figure. Now, if you got less of a truck, like 4,000 pounds, you would just, if it's 4,000, you just put 4,000 here and you do your figures like that, right? Your figures are going to be pretty much standard. 750 is industry standard for an unload. 500 is the industry standards for a load. Again, depending on the experience, training, how long the team has been gelled together, these figures can alter and change. So one thing you need to do is you're going to need to do an assessment of how long it takes to load and unload your truck. So you should get your crew leader to start the time when the time starts for loading. When they end loading, they should be logging that figure. Again, when they start unloading to the time they finish unloading, they should keep track of that figure and make sure. And you should do that over a series of 10, 20, ideally 100 moves. When you get 100 moves, you're going to get a real good figure of what your average is, right? If you do 100 moves, right? So that's your goal, is to figure out from 100 moves your average. Now, you could probably get a good idea by just doing 10 moves and tracking it that way. But if you can figure out what your middle figure is, not your middle finger, but your middle figure is, you can determine how long it takes you to load and how to unload, and then you can put it into this very simple equation and figure out how long it takes you to load and unload, and therefore you can get accurate moving estimates. You get your figure of how long it's going to take you to load and unload, then you could add in your drive time, and then you add another 7 to 10% on top of that for any incidentals or anything like that, and you'll come out with an estimated hourly figure for your moving. Hopefully that's very helpful for you guys. Hopefully that helps you out a lot. You can use this information to actually quote hourly and get accurate things to make the most amount of profit so that you can live the lifestyle you want, right? Just do what I just told you how to do it, and you're going to be very, very well set. Okay, guys, I hope you liked this video. Please, if you did, please leave me a comment. Tell me what you liked or did not like, or if there was something that was confusing, let me know. I would love to hear from you, good or bad. But if it's bad, please make it, an actual criticism and not just trolling. All right? I want to hear from you really and honestly, right? So leave me a comment. Give me a thumbs up or thumbs down. I don't care which. I just like you to engage with me. Let me know where I'm good at, where I'm bad at. And if you're not subscribed, make sure you subscribe to this channel for any upcoming videos that we're going to do. So hit the button and ring my ding-a-ling so that you can get notified when I upload new videos. Guys, I like you. I love you. Go and do something great today.